Royal family, welcome. I am the picker card Empress, and today we're looking at your person's thoughts and feelings for you. All right, so the first pile is the Haunted Mansion Tarot and those yellow earrings. The second pile is the Rainbow Love Tarot and those kind of 80s earrings. And the third pile is the Tower of Dreams and the green, gold, and purple earrings. I'm going back and I'm going to show you the boxes because sometimes that helps you pick a pile. Don't worry about the shaking right now. I'm just holding it, okay? I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, so as I said before, today we're asking about your person's thoughts and feelings for you at this time. So in the first pile, we have the Dark Mansion Tarot. And it's a kind of cute and quirky deck, even though it's supposed to be the Dark Mansion. And it's these earrings. This is actually leather that they've painted, right? The second deck is the Rainbow Heart Tarot. I said Rainbow Love, but Rainbow Heart Tarot. And these kind of, well, look like 80s, doesn't it? It's like 80s earrings. And the third pile is Tower of Dreams, Zero Machete. And these earrings are pretty big. And this is also leather that they've painted as well. Okay. So do your thing, pick your pile, and I'll be back with your reading. Hey, part one, if you chose the Dark Mansion Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Okay, so we're going to start with some significators for your person, and then we get into their thoughts and feelings. Okay, all right, let's have a look at their energy. And when we do this, we really get a nice framework upon which we build the reading. Makes it nice and cohesive. Underneath the deck, we have goblins, and this feels like fairs. Okay, goblins also feel like mischief, interference. Okay, so it could be that your person has some fears around what people may think. They may have some fears around what people might do with regard to decisions that they want to make in their life. But these are things that they're haunted by. So it really is their fears, their concerns about what might happen. Let's get the significator for the energy generally. The energy generally. And we have encouragement. Okay. And it's a card number 54, which reduced to 9. All right. So what do I get from this? Your person has been really working on themselves, right? I mean, there's a deep dive into who they are. And right now, their main focus, it looks like, besides themselves, is also about the interpersonal relationships, particularly their romantic relationships. They're getting some sort of boost. I don't know what they heard or what they saw. If this is just because they feel more confident, more efficacious, I don't know what it is. When I pull some cards on it, I'll probably know. But they are feeling more encouraged to move towards you. It could be as well that they are getting support to move towards you, or support in their life, maybe from a mother figure, because this feels like very maternal right now. So they're getting some support from a mother figure that is around them, whether it's maybe an older sister. It could be like a friend, but I feel that this feels like feminine energy. A friend, a family member, whatever it is, somebody is supporting them. Somebody is, giving them the nudge to live your life the way you want to. And this is really helping your person to make the hard decisions, right, that they need to make in their life. I'm going to pull some cards in it, so don't worry. I'm going to get all the messages. But that's what I'm getting with that encouragement card. They are getting support from somewhere, somehow. I mean, it could definitely could be from the universe, and they're feeling this in a more tangible way. There is that. We have contentment, the energy towards you. Underneath the deck, we have contentment. This person, when they think about you, when they're near to you, they feel your peace. This is what they feel more at peace, but because they are feeling your peace. They see you as a person who is secure, who is settled. They see you as someone, as my grandmother used to say, at peace with God and man, right? They feel this calmness in your energy that immediately regulates their system. So I think your co-regulation is on point, because your person just needs to hear your voice, be next to you, and it looks like their nervous system just responds immediately, right? And it's because of the energy that you're putting out there. And the energy that you're putting out there is that you are content with who you are. You are content with where you're at. You are content with the identity that you're embodying right now. It's authentic, right? And I don't think that your person is the only person that's feeling that, right? But they definitely feel like they could be happy with you. Oh, what is this? We have contemplation, right? So know that your person thinks about you non-stop. Non-stop. If you guys aren't talking, if they aren't reaching out, never fear, right? You are always on their mind, right? You are always on their mind, and it feels like they are deep in their feels with regard to you. Now, I can't help noticing the turtle, okay? So you might be dealing with this contemplation card, you might be dealing with an overthinker. And their thoughts slow them down, because they have to think about every permutation of everything that can go wrong, and of course everything that can go right. So it makes them a little slow to the dance, right? But when they do come forward, with some sort of strength, some sort of power. They feel very empowered when they do come forward. It's just that this person crawls, man. It crawls. And they can have a lot of illusions going on, right? Things that just aren't real. They're just thinking about everything that could happen. Some of these things could be really far-fetched, but that's just how their mind works. Underneath the deck, we have the Empress in reverse. All right, so this is the energy of the distorted feminine, codependent, clingy, someone who feels like they can't make it on their own. Now, this could be something that your person's transmuting at this time, or this could represent somebody in their life. This is my card for a karmic energy. In my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies, right? So this could actually represent someone in their life that is heavily dependent on them and whatever resources they provide, whether that's tangible or non-tangible resources. And this is also someone who isn't able to give back, right? So your person might be one of those nurturing personalities, and yet they're here caretaking and not receiving anything in return. All right, Spirit, tell us about this encouragement card. What's that about? We have the Five of Cups in reverse. So somebody is encouraging them to get out of the doldrums and actually take action in their life. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Make the effort. put the investment into the dreams that's shaping up in their mind, right? They're telling this person to work on themselves, right? Go after what they want in life, make themselves happy, right? Temperance, giving your person encouragement to get their life and their inner world in order, right? So they are getting support. This good support could also be coming from a mental health professional or a life coach or something like that as well. All right, let's see this card contemplation for you. We have the Eight of Swords, them feeling trapped, but really they're just trapped in the mind. And then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and that's an energy of non-action, right? So right now your person is all in their head. They want to reach out, and certainly some of them may reach out, but it's like this is a text message. For some of you guys, it's a message in the dream state or astral travel, right? They do want to reach out to just keep the connection going whilst they try to figure out what's their next move. But this is someone where their mind is their worst enemy. Yep, their mind is their main saboteur, because that's what they're doing right now. Now, when your person thinks about you and thinks about this relationship, where is their mind at? The Two of Cups. They see that this is love. They see that this is a divine connection. They feel like they will never encounter something like this again. They think that, this connection, you guys are already together in the ethers or in the 5D. What they're thinking about is like how to ground it. They're very tempted by you. We see the apple here and they definitely want to take a bite, right? But they see you as their one true love. If you believe in that. If you don't believe in that, they do see you as someone who is head and shoulders above the rest in terms of their options. And they just can't seem to let you go. I think they may have tried, right? I mean, with all this going on in their head, they have a lot of fears. So they may have tried to run from this connection, but they find themselves always coming back around to you and the connection that they feel here. You really just activate this person on a very spiritual level. We have King of Wands here. And they feel like the time has come for them to take action. They've thought about it. They've thought about everything that can go wrong, everything that can go right. And they are ready to move forward with this connection. Part of this is motivated by love, but also part of this is motivated by fear, because this person does not want you to leave them behind. No. Part of them feels like you're moving on with your life, and they feel like if they don't take action now, the next time they come around to this connection, it won't be there. That's how they feel, right? Because they know that they have procrastinated. They do know. They do know that. And they think that any day they might come back to this connection and you just won't be available or won't be willing to entertain them because you've entertained them enough. Let's look at their feelings. What are the feelings that are driving these thoughts? We have jealous. I told you. This person thinks that you're moving on with your life. For some of them, they think that you're already entertaining somebody else. You're already seeing somebody else. They might think that you are on the apps, that you're actively going out and seeking companionship. And they feel like, you are such a prize that you're going to get snapped up. So they feel the pressure of time in this connection. They really do feel it, right? Any procrastination now is because, it is the mind trying to sabotage them. It's not because they don't want to, right? It is the mind. So they're motivated by love. The Two of Cups is here, but know that jealousy is a factor. Right? That fear is a factor. All right, so let's see. All right, emotions that are driving these thoughts. And that's why they feel they have to get a move on, because they think you're going to get snapped up. We have solving problems, right? So they are thinking about you because they're trying to find the best way forward, the way forward that will cause minimal disruption to you, minimal disruption to the people in their life, minimal disruption to themselves, most importantly. But they are actively trying to seek a solution. What else is here? We have peaceful. Well, we got that card already with that contentment card at the bottom of the deck, right? So they are drawn to your serenity. You are like this kind of a grounding wire for this person, right? As I told you, from the time they're able to tap into your energy, they just feel so calm, just so regulated. And they want more of that. Maybe they thought that this peace and this calm was boring in the past, because maybe that's who they were. But as they mature, and they realize, listen, life has enough drama, right? And I have to create a sanctuary or safe space at home, right? They're seeing that your peace, your calmness is a gift. It's a gift in the midst of the chaos of this world. Your peace is a gift. And they only want to add to that. And I think that's why we saw them also trying to get into the energy of temperance, because they don't want to bring the chaos of the world into your life, into your home, into your energy field. They are stressed. Okay, so you're stressing this person out, but they got to deal with that, right? So your person has a lot of things on their plate. They're trying to think about, well, one, how to come towards you. They're also feeling the pressure of time. They're thinking about you possibly meeting somebody else, already having somebody else, and how that relationship might be already progressing. They know that you're a catch, so they know it's not going to take long before somebody, wives you up, husbands you up, commits to you, right? So besides everything that might be going on in their life, it's the clock that's ticking that's really adding to the pressure that they're feeling right now. I'm going to pull cards on it though. We have disappointed. I think they're disappointed in themselves that they allowed you to slip through their fingers. They had you. They had you. You were so interested. You were into them. You were giving them all the energy in the world, and it looks like they didn't appreciate it. So now that you might be entertaining somebody else, or you're trying to move forward with your life, they're just disappointed in their initial response. All right, let's see the solving problems card. We have the Dark Mansion Tarot. And this, I leave these in for like Ace of Pentacles. So what's the problem they're trying to solve? How do they make a solid offer to you? Because you deserve solid offers. They know that they can't come wishy-washy because you're not even going to pay attention to them, right? So how do they bring this solid offer towards you? How do they make you feel as safe and secure as you make them feel, right? How do they create the environment where they can commit to this relationship? Let's see, peaceful. We have Two of Pentacles in reverse, right? And when we're in the Two of Pentacles, like everything is up in the air, right? We're juggling so much. We're multitasking. We're stressed about what might fall by the wayside. But when it is in reverse, we are stable and steady within our own energy, right? So, and again, this goes back to the same Ace of Pentacles. So what they're talking about, what they're thinking, feeling right now is that they have to ground this connection, and they have to ground this connection fast. They have to they have to stake a claim. They're stressed. We have Five of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's been a lot of drama in your person's life, and I may not have known the extent of that drama. Now it looks like they're coming out of that energy now, because this Five of Wands is in reverse, but this is someone who does not want to let anyone dictate to them what they need to do. I feel like in the past your person might have been very passive, and they were just taking advice from any and everyone, and they got into a lot of hot water because of it. So right now they're not listening to anybody else except themselves, right? We have the Four of Swords. They've really been doing a lot of healing, and they do want to come back and make amends where you are concerned, and they do want to heal this connection. They want you guys to draw closer to each other, but it feels like there's some fires that they're trying to put out right now. They're disappointed. What are they disappointed in? We have the Seven of Wands upright, that they spend so much time trying to fight you off, that they spend so much time trying to keep you out and push you away, right? That they were so defensive. Okay, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, that they were so dysregulated, that they had so much going on that they didn't pay attention to you, that they didn't give you the solid offer that you deserved in the first place, right? So they're just disappointed in how they operated in this connection in the past. But you know what? They couldn't have done better, because they had not embarked on their healing journey at that time. So they weren't seeking out quality and high vibrational experiences, right? They were seeking out persons that were operating on the same level as they are, and they were low functioning. So they may have chosen a partner, or they may have chosen a path that did not require them to show up in the highest vibration of themselves. Now, what's happening in your person's life right now that might be affecting how they are thinking and feeling about this relationship? What external circumstances, because we looked at what's happening within your person, that's their inner energetics, but what external circumstances might be happening at this time that might be influencing their thoughts and feelings for you right now? Now, in the extended, I'm going to use the same, just about the same format, to look at the third party or karmic connection. But if you can't join me, this part kind of gives us an insight. What's happening? Generational trauma, right? So what your person realizes is that they have been operating from their programming. What you saw them doing in the past with you, that's how they were taught to operate by their family members. And there are generations and generations and generations of persons who have operated the same way. So it's a transgenerational issue. So whatever you saw them doing. So if you saw them being a player, being non-committal, that's what they were modeled, right? If you saw them just being dishonest or deceitful, that's what they were taught. When you really look at their family history, it's just part of their programming, right? Not being vulnerable, whatever dysfunctional habit you picked up on with this person, know that it's not just them alone. This is their family. All right, so let's see. Ooh. What's happening? We have bitterness. And this is something that's happening on the outside of themselves. Okay, so it feels like there is someone or some people in their life that aren't happy with how their life may have panned out. And you know the old saying, misery likes what? It likes company, right? So it really hurt these people to see your person perhaps getting a chance at true love, perhaps given the opportunity to be happy in their lives, and they may have tried to sabotage your connection. Okay, and your person is realizing that now. All those persons that were giving them advice in the past, right, they should not have listened in the first place, because they never came to your person giving advice from an objective standpoint. They gave advice due to the trauma that they may have been carrying around, and the disappointment that they had with regard to where they were at. I'll pull cards on this. We have a family dinner, and it's right next to this bitterness card. I feel like there might have been some sort of confrontation in your person's family. And I'm in my mind, I'm just seeing like family dinner devolving into a screaming match, and all issues coming up, and that one accusing the other of whatever it is. And then your person quietly looking on and realizing that he may have been may have been taking counsel from people who are in no position to counsel anybody or advise anybody on anything with regard to relationships. So there might have been some sort of family event that was a big eye opener for a person, where they realized, listen, why did I ever listen to these people in the first place? They are in no position to advise anyone. They don't even have their own shit together. And Spirit saying, what family member comes to mind right now? So if you know that your person's family, whichever family member comes to mind right now is a person that may have taken main stage at that family event. Your person's realizing these people never had good intentions. It's cruel intentions. They didn't want your person to be happy. And they projected all of their wounding, all of their baggage on your person. So your person realized that they allowed others to sabotage their chance at happiness. Let's see this bitterness card. We have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, people were bitter that your person could actually be happy, that they could actually have it all. Let's see this family dinner. We have Hermit in reverse, right? Everybody came out of their shell at that family dinner, and so many things that might have been in the dark, that people might have been keeping to themselves, it looks like it came to light. Who took main stage here? We have a Knight of Cups in reverse, someone who doesn't even believe in love. Someone who doesn't even believe in love, or they may be still carrying around the energy of a broken relationship, or someone who may have played them. Your person realizing they had cruel intentions. 6 of Wands in reverse. They never wanted your person to succeed. They never wanted your person to be happy. It's the whole kind of crab in the barrel. Just when you see one of the crabs ascending, you have to pull them down. No, you have to, right? You have to stay in the barrel with us. You can't get out of here. You have to stay here with us. You can't be better than us. So that's what your person realized. That these people that they thought would be happy for them, that, would want the best for them, their own family members, they realize they just wanted them to stay where they're at because they benefit, right? They benefit from your person being there in that low vibrational place, in that low functioning place. Whether your person used to take care of these family members emotionally or financially, whatever it is. Or they just didn't want maybe your person to move out, or whatever it is. They benefit in some way from your person remaining in that low functioning state. That's what your person realized. What's the most important message that your person wants you to take away from this reading? The most important message that your person wants you to take away from this reading. We have the Star, right? Whatever decisions that they made in the past, quite frankly, had nothing to do with you and your worthiness. right? It was all about them, their family members interference, and family trauma. They see you as a star. They see you as so beautiful, and maybe a little out of reach. We have justice. They want to be fair to you, and this is all major epiphanies that your person is having, and they want you to know, right? They want you to know that they will be fair to you in the future, right? We have an Empress in reverse here, right? So that is a karmic energy. They also want you to know if there's anyone that tried to sabotage your connection or was trying to block your connection, they want you to know that that person has gotten their just desserts, right? So whoever was karmic to your connection or third party that might have tried to interfere, they've gotten their just desserts, and your person wants you to know that they are taking control of their life. And whatever or whoever was trying to block this connection in the past, they are taking control, they're taking back their power from that person or thing. So it could even have been an addiction that your person had, some kind of habit. Well, certainly we saw family dysfunction. Your person's taking their power back because they want to be with you. Now, in the extended, we're going to use this format for the third party, and we're also going to ask what's going to be your person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. But if you can't join me in the extended, this is Spirit's advice for you at this time. Card number 29, discover your life purpose. Spirit said focus on you and focus on what you're meant to bring to this world, whether it's some sort of talent that you have, whether it's just your energy, whether it's your free spirit, whatever it is, there's something that you're meant to give to this world. Spirit saying focus on that. Right, this person's trying to sort themselves out. All right, what's the advice for you right now? Oh, anyway, it tried to come up before, and says wild, right? And it feels like, unleashing that passion that you have within and just letting it shine, because what it's going to do, it's going to inspire others to break out of programming, break out of the matrix that tells you you must act a certain way, be a certain way in order to be accepted. All right, let me get my glasses. I need reading glasses now. And it says, there's a wild, untamed spirit inside of you, desperate to be unleashed. Free it and claim the gifts of energy, power, passion, and creativity it offers you. Through suppressing your wild, succulent, outrageous, and untamed self, you dull your senses and crush your creativity. You shrink, lose your energy, and become depressed. Your relationships suffer and your rage grows. You become ashamed, hostile, cold, boring, over-serious, and scared. You stop taking chances and live in mediocrity, constantly trying to protect yourself. The truth is that no one can judge you, punish you, and hurt you as much as you can. Give in to your wildness and stop living a sham. This part of you is sensual, provocative, truthful, courageous, bold, passionate, and alive. Set it free. And then they have a little ritual for you. It says, go into nature. A forest is ideal. Find a secluded place. Just make sure you're safe, okay? Take off your shoes. Feel the earth or grass beneath your feet. Breathe in the air. Connect to the untamed quality of nature, animals, weather, seasons, planets, and your ancestors. Move the way tribal people move. Feel the energy from the ground moving into your feet and up your whole body. Make sounds. Let go of control as you move around, touching trees, smelling flowers, etc. If you want to do this inside, find photos of people, animals, or symbols which represent wildness to you. Take a few minutes to look at them and feel what they evoke in you. Put on some tribal or wild music and dance. Do this as often as you can for the next month. So Spirit is saying there's a part of you that you have been trying to control. Whatever it is, whatever it is, right? But Spirit is saying suppressing that part of you is suppressing your whole self. And you're not putting your authentic self out there. And you're not reaping the benefits of your whole self being out there. Spirit says let go. Don't let society's programming and all their little restraints put you in a little box. Climb out of that box and shine your light, because that light is what is inspiring your person and is what's inspiring others to be as authentic as they can. Okay? I'm love. So that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye. Hey, pal 2, if you chose the 80s earrings and the rainbow the rainbow heart. I don't know why I say rainbow love. Maybe some persons that picked this palm might be in some sort of LGBTQ AI 2S plus relationship. So that might be what's coming through, because I keep saying rainbow love instead of the rainbow heart. Or it might be an interracial relationship or interethnic relationship, intercultural relationship, something on that sort of level. Okay. All right. So let's get into this reading. So the first thing we're going to do, let's get some context for the reading. We're going to look at your person's energy. First, we'll look at their energy generally and then their energy towards you. All right, what do we have here? We have commitment. So this is someone who is committed to the cause. It's somebody who is dependable, reliable. But you know what they're focusing on right now? And it's the same number 9 that came off of power 1. They're focusing on themselves and the commitment they have to themselves to be a better person. Their commitment to their spiritual journey, their healing journey, right? The commitment to spirit. This is what they're focusing on right now. This is someone who wants to be seen as trustworthy. This is someone who wants to be consistent, right? And maybe this has always been their challenge in the past, but this is someone who wants to show up differently, especially when it comes to love. There's so much hearts that are here. Okay. All right, let's see then. Whoa. This came out slow and steady, right? It looks like this person has been on a healing journey and now they're like slowly coming out of their shell. And I mean, like, when I tell you slowly, I mean, it's coming out of a snail shell, right? So they're moving pretty slow. It's a card number 12, which is the energy of the hangman. It's the energy of illumination, enlightenment, evolution, right? And there's also the butterfly wings, which is, of course, change and transformation. So this is a powerful awakening that your person's going through right now. And it's changing every single aspect of their life, and it's changing them on a cellular and energetic level. This is a new being that is being born, reborn, whatever you want to call it. But this is really high vibrational and really lovely energy. And they're just unfolding, and they're really flowing with where the universe wants to take them right now. I'll pull cards on that and clarify in a bit. Let's see their energy towards you now. the energy towards you is that you are their friend. They may even consider you to be their best friend. I feel like you are this person that's at their back. So they think that you are someone who has their back, and they don't mind exposing their back to you because you're not gonna stab them in it. But it's also someone who feels like they have to protect their heart, and they may feel like they have to protect their heart from you, or they might have to protect this relationship because this shield here, they're using themselves as a shield to block you, and this is shielding them. So it feels like they feel like they have to protect you from some sort of attack. Whatever your person is doing right now with regard to you and this relationship, know that they are doing it as an act of love. They want to protect you from something. And that something or that someone might even be them, right? But they feel like they have to protect you. Just as how you have their back, they want to have yours. Even if it means standing in front of you and standing in the gap for you. Energy towards you. We have positivity. Oh, I mean, this is how they see you, and this is how they're looking at you right now, right? They see you as someone who is enjoying life. I don't know. This moment is different from the rest. I feel like there's a kind of like carnival, Mardi Gras vibe. So you're a person that lives life to the fullest. You're a free spirit. Look at her hair. Her hair is a symbol of wisdom, but also just flowing out there. They see you like connected to the ethers. They see you as someone who is warm. They see you as someone who is in touch with their emotions, not afraid to shine. And they just feel a glow in their heart when they think about you, when they see you, because your positivity radiates outwards. And they see people responding to you in that sort of positive way as well, because wherever you go, you take your energy with you, and they see how people interact with you, how people respond to you, and it's always quite positive. So this is like Empress energy here. All right. Wheel of Fortune. They think that you are their destiny, and they are willing to make big changes in order to accommodate you into their life, or incorporate you, or integrate you into their life. Now, let's see the slow and steady. But I think there's a slow and steady transformation, evolution that's happening. Now we have the Seven of Cups, and Seven of Cups can talk about options and can talk about illusions as well. But I think this is them transcending that with this Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Spirit, the Queen of Energy. So they are harnessing their inner power, their inner knowing. And that's helping them navigate through a lot of illusions that may have been present in their life. And some of these illusions were with regard to the people that are in their life. So they're listening to their intuition, and they're just sifting through the fog and gaining a lot of clarity in the process. Now, how they view positivity, right? They love you. And when you are not around, this person may feel like, it's a cloudy day. It may feel like a cloudy day, right? They're very much attached to you, okay? And it could be in a very codependent way as well. And I'm noticing this intertwine of it looks like snakes, but it could be DNA as well. Right by the sacral chakra here. So it could be that they're very sexually attracted to you, feel sexually bonded to you, right? But this is someone who they feel like they've screwed things up. Sun in reverse, moon in reverse, right? That's the masculine and feminine in reverse. They feel like they screwed things up, and that they took a connection that was so positive and so beautiful and warped it into something ugly. And it's because they had distortions in their feminine energy and had distortions in their masculine energy. That's what I get with that. Now, when this person thinks about you, thinks about the connection, where is their mind at? How are they processing it mentally? We have Three of Swords in reverse. All right, so it looks like they want some sort of reconciliation, reunion. For some of you, there's a third party here. And in the extended world, we will look at that third party using the same format. But for some of you, if there's a third party that's attached, they know that one of the steps that they have to take is to eliminate that third party, because it looks like that third party, or whatever that third energy is, has been making them feel conflicted and confused. Because a part of them already knows who you are. You are 10 of Cups, right? You are what they think about when they think about happiness, when they think about family, when they think about legacy, when they think about total wish fulfillment, all their dreams come true. They think about you. But it looks like there's a third energy or a third party here that makes them feel conflicted. It's like they are committed to something else other than your relationship. And that is creating some inner conflict within. The other thing that's kind of screwing them over is that this person has a lot of insecurities. And when these insecurities are triggered, they start to feel like they don't deserve you, and they are not worthy of your love and attention. That's what they think about, right? And in fact, maybe that third energy that we're seeing here might be their self-doubt. It might be their self-doubt. So they have a lot of insecurities that make them feel conflicted. Because one part of them says to move right ahead, and the other part says, but you're not good enough. Why don't you wait until so? Why don't you wait until you have more money? Why don't you wait until you look better? Why don't you wait until this? Right? So their insecurities, their fears are sabotaging or making them second guess what their heart is already telling them to do. Let us look at the thoughts that might be driving these emotions. Let's look at the thoughts that might be driving, let's look at the emotions. So maybe it's the thoughts that's driving the emotions. Let's look at the emotions that are driving these thoughts. What are they feeling? Underneath the deck, receptive. So they're open to this connection, right? And they're open to guidance from spirit, right? This is someone who's been cracked open to spirit. Let's see what's going on. In their heart space, what's going on? Their heart space energy for you. We have confused. This is my confused card, right? So a lot of things going on, right? So it's how their heart feel, how their head is thinking, all the little fears, their self-doubt, everything going on. So even inside, they might have a problem with identifying what they're feeling right now, because there's just so many different things bubbling up. I'll clarify in a moment. Disappointed. This came out in pile 1 as well, so definitely a nexus. Disappointed that things didn't work out the way that they planned. Disappointed that they allowed this promise of happiness to just fade away. Disappointed that they allowed you to slip through their fingers. Disappointed they didn't realize your value until it was too late. We have confronting people who hurt you. Now, I'm not sure if you know, but it feels like you may have unwittingly or wittingly hurt this person, and they want an opportunity to talk about that and resolve that between you guys. I don't know what it is. I'll pull some cards and see if I get some ideas. But there's something that they've been holding on to. I'm not going to call it a grudge just yet, but for some of you, it could definitely be. And they want that resolved. That might be causing some inner conflict as well. We have worried, okay? So they have some anxiety around what's the next step for this connection. They may have some anxiety as to whether this can actually work out, if it's going to be a repeat of the past, those kinds of things. In fact, they're making themselves sick with worry. And we also have the energy of grief. You know, part of them thinks that it's too late. Why bother? It's too late. You're gone. You're not interested in them anymore, right? So why make the effort if you're just going to be shut down? So it's self-defeat. Let's see this confused card. Why are they feeling confused? We have 5 of Cups. In reverse, it's the energy of grief, right? It is the energy of grief. And it feels like they're holding this grief inside. And grief can stir up a lot of shit, huh? It can stir up a lot of stuff, right? So it feels like they're keeping this all inside, and it feels like there's nobody that they can trust to be their confidant for them to talk to. So everything is just swirling around. There's like no outlet. Why are they disappointed? We have the Empress. They're disappointed in you. Why? What's this disappointment about? 6 of Cups. That's a reconciliation. A 9 of Wands. They feel like you have some kind of wall up right now when you, with regard to them, like you're not letting them in, right? And they don't blame you, right? Because they know that they may have played the fool with your heart before, okay? But they're hoping for a reconciliation, but they feel you very closed off from them. They see like when you're with other people, you are so receptive, you're so warm, but when it comes to them, it's like you're very, very cautious, and you might even be stonewalling them right now. Now, there's something that they want to talk to you about. We have the 10 of Wands, something that's been a burden on their heart. What is it? What do they want to talk to you about? 7 of Cups. For some of them, they thought that you were playing them whilst you guys were together, or you may have cheated on them whilst you guys were together. And certainly this could be true. And certainly this could be in their mind, but they feel like this is something that you guys have to talk about, gain some clarity around. What else? Because it's going to be different for different people. We have the Magician in reverse. For some of them, they think that you may have tried to manipulate them, even spiritually, and they are holding on to that because they do not like to be controlled by anyone, and they find it's very underhanded. What else? The Devil. Okay. For some of them, they think that you may have done some sort of binding magic or something like that on them, or light a candle on their head, right? Because that's what we say in my culture when you're trying to do some kind of spell work on someone, right? You light a candle on their head. So for some of them, they think that you have done some sort of working to bind them to you, and they need to know the truth with regard to that. I mean, this could even be things that people may have told them, right? They want to be able to trust you, so they want you guys to talk about this. What else? We have the 6 of Swords reversed. They think that you purposely hurt them in the past, like you did something meant to hurt them whether meant to hurt their feelings or to hurt them physically. They think that's what you did and they want to talk about it. So it's going to be different things for different people, and it could be real or their mind going crazy or something that somebody may have told them. It could be a rumor, right? They want to clear that up. They are worried. Why are they worried? Ace of Cups, because they think that you have already found new love. You're looking for a new love, baby. They think that you're looking for a new love right now. Right? And they feel like it might be too late for them and this connection. Eight of Swords. Yep. Because they're trapped or bound in some sort of situation. They're not seeing any clear way out. Right? They're here with this covert narcissist, and the covert narcissist is the one that might pretend to be sick, might threaten to unalive themselves, very manipulative, especially emotionally manipulative, right? So they might be kind of trapped or feel very guilty about moving away from somebody like that, because maybe they care about this person, right? They care about their well-being, right? So they are concerned that by the time that they wiggle themselves out of this situation here, and this could even be a job that's keeping you guys apart or family members, by the time they wiggle themselves out of that, it will be too late. Now let's look at, so this is what's happening internally with your person, right? So they are a ball of emotions, right? They want to come and speak to you about the past. They might want to talk to you about the future. They certainly have future plans, but they are almost basically in this self-defeatist mode where they're thinking, why bother? It might be too late anyway. Maybe pile 2 has already found somebody else. So that's the inner world. What's happening in their outer world that might be also influencing how they think and feel about you? What's happening in their outer world that might be influencing how they think and feel about you? We have time to forgive. So it looks like they've been doing a lot of forgiveness work, okay? And you might just be on the list, right, of persons that they have to have difficult conversations with, okay? What's happening in their outer world? Oh, we have insurance policy. Maybe they applied for insurance. And you know, there's some milestones in life that make you think about the trajectory of your life, and maybe because I'm even seeing the word like beneficiary, like when they think about who may inherit should they pass or anything like that, it makes them think about, you know, who do they see themselves with long term, and then they may have gone down some sort of rabbit hole. So it feels like it might be something as innocuous as in applying for a policy and maybe having to fill out, because I'm getting the beneficiary form, and then really thinking about who is going to benefit from your passing, who's going to miss you, your family ties, that kind of thing. That's what I get with that. We have a secret love child. All right. So it could be that in their family, maybe somebody died and there was some sort of insurance policy payout. And through that process, somebody's, and it could definitely be a secret love child, some sort of family secret was revealed. And again, that pushed your person to think about what is going to be their legacy. Is it going to be lies? Are they going to continue to live a lie? being duplicitous, whatever, um, being deceptive, um, just going through the motions, or are they going to go after the life that they want? It could be as well that maybe your person may have idolized someone in their life, father figure, mother figure, uncle, so a mentor. And then this person may have died, and then through payouts, something salacious about this person's family was revealed, and then it made them look at that person in a different way, and life in a different way, recognizing that nobody's perfect, right? And maybe they have always lived their life to impress this particular person, but recognizing that this person is only human, it's allowing them to give themselves grace and go after the life that they want. That's what I'm getting with that. I'm going to clarify all of these, but this is what I'm getting. We have a mother. Maybe their mother figure might be a secret love child, okay, of someone. There might have been some sort of drama there. Maybe one of this person's parents may have died, and again, there's family secrets being revealed. I see suicide just came through, so that might be a confirmation of the previous message. And then we also have stop blaming yourself. Now, it could be that there's something that may have happened to or with their mother, and they may have always blamed themselves for it. But now, like, new information is coming to the fore, and it's allowing them to release that kind of blame game energy, that grief energy, that shame energy, and it's allowing them to move forward and live their life. I'm going to clarify because there's a lot of things that are coming out here. All right, what's happening in their external world that might be influencing their thoughts and feelings for you? Let's see this insurance policy. What's this? We have the Fool in reverse. And the Fool in reverse is someone who is foolish, but is also someone who does not like to take risks. Someone risk averse. Okay? And we have the Star card in reverse. So someone who's hurt and risk averse. And then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So your person has always played it safe. Played it safe in terms of life and love. Not taking any undue risks. They're going after what they consider to be the shorting. Right? Always having some sort of backup plan and insurance policy if things go wrong, but they recognize that life is not like that. It's not as neat and tidy as we would like it to be, right? And maybe something within their family has revealed itself and is reiterating for your person just how messy life can be. So you might as well live your life on your terms, okay? Now let's see what's this secret love child business. We have a Queen of Pentacles, so that's the mother here now. All right, so what's this mother? Maybe the mother had a child that was up for adoption or something like that. Five of Swords. So there's conflict surrounding a mother energy and a secret love child. It could be as well that your person may have been hoodwinked and a child that they thought was theirs isn't, right? We have an Emperor in reverse showing up, right? That could be a deadbeat dad, okay? So it looks like some big family secret is being revealed. And I feel like persons that your person once put on a pedestal have fallen from grace in their eyes, and they are seeing these people just as humans, imperfect humans, just like themselves, right? And this is allowing your person now to free themselves from perfectionism and live their life. And it certainly might be their mother, who knows? Nine of Cups in reverse. They're seeing their mother in a different light, right? And they don't want to be like that. So this is them committing not to be like their mother. So whether their mother was a whole of secrets, or their mother was trying to put on this image of perfect, but was far from, whatever it is, your person's realizing that they don't want to be like their mother, and they want to move forward. They're taking charge of their life. They're no longer going to blame themselves for the things that happened in their family. They're no longer going to blame themselves for the things that may have happened in their parents' marriage, or maybe even in their marriage, right? They are standing in their power. They're taking their power back from those narratives, and they're committing to living their best life. Now, what is the most important message that your person wants you to walk away with at this time? What's the most important message that they want you to know? We have Ace of Wands in reverse, and that's an energy of feeling disempowered. It's an energy of feeling drained. It's an energy of non-action. We have Page of Swords. That's the spy card. We have Seven of Cups. And we have the Six of Swords in reverse. All right. So what do they want you to know? They haven't let you go. They haven't given up on you and this connection, right? But they're not they're not taking any action either right now. They are keeping up with you, keeping tabs on you, spying on you, whatever choice of words you want to use. But there are a lot of moving parts in their life right now, and they're just trying to clear the way and gain some sort of clarity. Okay, there's just too much drama that's going on right now. So they haven't let you go. You're very much still in their energy field. You're still in their heart, but they can't take any action towards you at this time because of all the things that are happening, right? So whether it is with another romantic partner, whether it is with parents, extended family members, there's a lot of shit going on, right? And your person is trying to deal with that right now. Okay? What's Spirit's advice for you at this time? What's Spirit's advice for you at this time? So that's the message that they want you to know. In the extended, we're gonna use basically the same format and look at the third party or karmic connection, and I'm going to look at what's going to be their next actions in the third party connection within a month of you watching this reading, and then I'm going to look at what's going to be their next actions towards you within a month. But for right now, it doesn't seem like they're moving. We have a hole in the soul, like something's missing. All right, let's see. What's this about? We have selling out. All right, let's see what's that about. And I can talk about when we betray ourselves, betray our heart. Let's see what this selling out is all about. Oh, it's a card number 1. Your integrity and inner strength are being severely tested. You have an opportunity to act with either fear or love right now. And it's the same choice that your person is facing. It says, where in your life are you selling out or acting out of integrity? Are you in a job that you hate? Are you living in a toxic environment and making yourself sick in pursuit of financial security? This card asks you to find the courage to stand up for your convictions and take steps towards doing what you love. Selling out is linked to the shadow aspect of the prostitute archetype. When you connect to this aspect, you examine your fears around survival, power, responsibility, and success. On the lighter side, the prostitute can lead you to freedom, self-expression, choice, and love. So Spirit is saying there's part of yourself that you are denying in the name of security, in the name of being accepted, in the name of validation. And you have to identify what that is and stop being a sellout, act in integrity. And there's a ritual here that they have. It says, you have to make a choice about whether you will use your power, talents, and abilities for selfishness and exploitation or the higher good. It says, take a few deep breaths and focus on your body. Become conscious of where in your body you feel like you're losing your energy and your power. Place your hands on that part of the body. Visualize your prostitute archetype. It can look similar to this card or a darker version of you. Ask this archetype to show you where in your life you are selling out. Become aware of how this affects various aspects of your life and your physical and emotional health. Ask your prostitute aspect to help you regain your inner strength and make empowering decisions. So Spirit is asking you, where in your life are you making decisions out of fear? When you should be making it out of love. Where in your life are you making decisions out of dishonesty? And when your life, when you should be making decisions out of authenticity, and honesty, right, and integrity, right. So this is about examining yourself, examining your life, and see if you're living as an authentic life as you possibly could. Okay. My love. So that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye. Hey, pile 3. If you chose the Tarot of Dreams and this airing, this is going to be your reading. So today we're looking at your person's thoughts and feelings for you, what's happening in their life that might be influencing this perception of you, and the most important message that they want you to hear. In the extended, we basically use the same format for the third party or karmic energy. And then we're going to look at what's going to be a person's next actions towards the karmic within 1 month of you watching this reading. And then what's going to be a person's next actions towards you within 1 month of you watching this reading. Okay, so we're going to start the reading, as I start all readings, by laying a foundation for the reading. And we do this by checking in with your person's energy. So that gives us context and a framework within which to interpret the message. So let's look at your person's energy generally, and then we're going to look at their energy specific to you. So their energy generally, we have a 1 ring circus. All right, so it feels like they got a lot going on in their life. It's a card number 15. So they have a lot of toxic shit going on in their life because 15 is the devil. And they feel unsupported. They feel like an island. They feel isolated right now. Like nobody's there helping them. Like they alone can see the bigger picture, and everybody else here is down below trying to fight for attention, trying to fight to keep your person stuck where they're at. Let's see a person's energy generally. We have rock bottom. They've hit rock bottom, and you know when you've hit rock bottom, the only way you can go is up. And this hitting rock bottom is allowing your person to end a lot of cycles that were dysfunctional in their life, end a lot of relationships that were dysfunctional in their life, and to begin a new path. They've been doing a lot of reflection here in rock bottom. All right, and they realize what's working, what's a bloody dead end, what they have to give up on, and what they have to pursue. Nothing gives you perspective like rock bottom, okay? All right, so let's see what else is going on here. So I'll put some cards on that and see why your person thinks they've hit rock bottom. But let's see their energy towards you. So your person not having the greatest of times right now. They're not best pleased with what's happening in their life, which are the understatements of the century. Looks like they're going through a tough time. Let's see the energy towards you, though. Be spontaneous. So they want to be impulsive. This is the energy of the fool. It's like, fuck it. Let me go and get all up on pile 3. For some of you guys, you might be a curvier or a bigger body. And they absolutely love that, and they think that is sexy, and they think that like you're the pearl beyond price. The pearl, right? Pearl beyond price, and there's nothing that they won't do to just be near you. Now, they also see as someone that's an open book, because even the clam here that's usually shut, it's open. They see as an open book. Someone, what you see is what you get. There's no games, there's no artifice, there's no guile. Decisions. Yeah, and they know that decision time is coming, okay? You're looking real good right now. Look at you. Beautiful. Okay? So whatever, bigger body, smaller body, they don't really care. Their emotions are entangled with you. They feel like their whole life is entangled with you. They think that you are passionate. They think that you're beautiful or handsome. They think that you're sexy. They think that you're fiery. They think that you're connected to spirit, to the divine. And they also feel like you have some awareness that everything is connected, that everybody is connected, and you treat people like that, like if they're connected to you. So you have a lot of empathy, a lot of compassion, and it's like there's a part of you that's very, the word that's coming through is primal, but very much connected to nature and its different rhythms, right? It's that natural instinct that we had. I'm not even talking about intuition right now. That flow being with the rhythm of everything that's around you. That energy, because it's showing me like, what prana, divine energy, whatever it is, that's flowing through everything, and you are just very much tapped in to that very instinctively. So let's clarify and see what we get here. Let's get some clarification going. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so they're not having the best time, because some of them are going through a breakup. Some of them are going no contact with family members. We have Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. So no contact, some sort of big breakdown in the family structure. This could also signal a divorce, and this could also signal a huge financial loss, or it could be all of the above, right? So right now, everything that your person thought they could depend on is just kind of falling away. Whatever was their false sense of security. Because once you're not secure in yourself, and you find security outside of yourself, there's a false sense of security, because that can change at any time. It's fickle. Everything in this world is impermanent. So everything that your person thought they could rely on to feel secure, to feel secure, to feel safe in this world, is crumbling, and this is what's giving them that different perspective. We have Eight of Pentacles, so they're actively trying to rebuild themselves right now, right? Coming up from the bottom, and they're trying to be there, and they're trying to get back to that place of happiness, right? This Ace of Pentacles, we're trying to get back to security, but now building that security within themselves. Let's see this decision card as it relates to you. We have Seven of Cups in reverse, so that is about clarity, and that's having made a choice. You know what the option is, the preferred choice, and they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. Now remember, they're trying to get to the Ace of Pentacles, and they feel like to get to the Ace of Pentacles, they need to partner with a Queen of Pentacles, so that every part of their life is feeding into this stable energy. So you are their choice. You are their first choice right now. They choose you. When a person thinks about you and they think about this connection, Where is the mind at? What's the mental energy? We have temperance, right? So they see as someone who is objective, you're fair, right? And you're even, no matter what's happening in your life, you're seeming to just flow with it, and you don't let it knock you off your throne. Okay? You always seem to be able to recalibrate, gather yourself really quickly. And it's because you're naturally a stable person. You're the Empress. Beautiful energy, right? So this person, they believe in you. And they think that everything you touch turns to gold, is given life. It's like you breathe life into everything that's around you, whether it is the soil, whether it is plants, animals, children, projects. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you touch, you breathe life into it. So they see you as a creator. Certainly, you could be an artistic person. Certainly, you could be someone that enjoys gardening or enjoys, planting food. Okay, but whatever it is you're doing, you are abundant. And it's all major arcana. We have the Knight of Wands, and they feel very passionate about you. But sometimes they feel indecisive. Let's see what else comes out. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And the reason why they're indecisive is because they don't think that they deserve you. Nine of Cups in reverse, we have no confidence in ourselves, right? We have some self-esteem issues that might have been like just lying underneath the surface. But these issues influence every decision that you make. And it's influencing the decision that your person is trying to make right now. They already know where their heart is leading them. They already know what they need to do. They want to move towards you. But their lack of self-confidence, their lack of self-worth is holding them back. They don't think that they're good enough for the Empress. Like, you are the pinnacle of, they see you as at the pinnacle of success, right? You are past self-actualized. You are in the transcendent stage, right? Where you're thinking now about your legacy, right? You've already actualized. You're thinking about legacy now. You're thinking about how to pass on knowledge, how to pass on experience. That's what you are thinking about, what you will leave behind, right? And they feel like they're just getting off the ground. They're right there at the bottom of the pyramid, trying to get their basic needs met. That's what they see. Trying to survive, and you are in transcendence. So they see you guys as a mismatch, and what's coming through, what I just said, unevenly yoked. So for some of you guys, you might be dealing with a religious person or a very traditional person, and they don't think that you guys are a match, a vibrational match right now. Yep. But that's the mind talking. Right? That's the mind talking. They don't think that you guys are a vibrational match right now. Let's look at the emotions that might be driving these thoughts of you at this time. This is the mixed emotions deck. Let's look at the emotions that might be driving their thoughts of you right now. Excited. And I'm hearing Whitney Houston singing, I Want to Run to You. So there's someone excited. They want to be with you. They really do. And what they enjoy, as I told you before, is your stability, your sense of calm, right? They appreciate that. Let's see the emotions driving these thoughts. Unsure, right? And we'll pull cards on unsure, but I think it's the same energy as before, right? They don't know if they can live up to your expectations. Inspired, right? You are this person's muse. They may be a creative, and maybe they never thought about creating abundance from their creativity before, but you seeing how you live your life, how you do what you love, and manage to monetize that is inspiring your person to take their talents very seriously. So they're inspired by you. They're bored with their current life. They feel like, it's work and home, work, watch the clock, clock out, home, go to work, clock out, home, go to work, clock out, home, bored. They're not receiving any fulfillment, whether it's at home or at work. And I keep thinking, there must be something more to life than just working and sleeping. There must be something more that we are meant to do. That's how they feel. More than this routine, more than this, it's a cycle. It's Groundhog Day. Every day is Groundhog Day for a person. Nothing different happens. And they're telling us that there has to be something more, and they see you doing that something more. So they are just inspired by that. Now, for some reason, they think that their hands are tied, that they are powerless to change their circumstances. Okay, let's find out why they feel that way. All right, let's ask Spirit. Spirit, why are they unsure which path to take? When we already saw that they're already looking at moving towards, King of Pentacles reverse. They don't feel stable, and especially financially stable. This is someone, I think that you're dealing with somebody traditional, right? Someone who is taught that masculine energy protects and provides. I don't think they have any doubts about protecting you, but I think they might have doubts about providing for you, because maybe right now they can't even provide for themselves. Their ego has taken quite a beating. Now they are inspired, and I think they're really working hard. Okay, and they're changing, they're transforming the way that they're doing things, because they really want to take that road less traveled. They really want to do something different with their life. They really want to take the scenic route, because right now their life is so monotonous. What I'm hearing is that they feel like they're fading away. And it looks like it. Look at that board card. Right? Eight of Swords. They're seeing the truth of it. They can't hide from the truth anymore. They can't pretend that things are working the way that they want it to. They can't pretend that they are enjoying what they're doing. They're not. And they're acknowledging that now. Four of Wands in reverse. And it could be as well that they might be bored with their relationships. They might be bored with the people around them. Same thing, same conversation, same gossip. They're just tired of it. But why do they feel powerless? Why do they feel like they can't change? We have Ace of Swords in reverse. And we have Justice. For some of them, they have another partner and they feel like they can't leave this person. For others of them, that their life is just a living hell right now. And they, when there's so many things happening, you don't even know what to do. You're like paralyzed. That's how they feel. Now they know that they have to take charge of their life, take charge of this energy. But it feels so hard. If your person has a communication issue, they know what they want to do, but they know that it's tough conversations, honest conversations that's going to get them there, and they don't feel like they have it. Now, let's look at what's happening in your person's life right now that may also be influencing how they're seeing you, their thoughts and emotions. What else is happening in their life? Oh, I think I was using this. Thing. Good. Okay, right. So we already know everything is falling apart. Oh my gosh, everything is falling apart. Everything is falling away. All right, let's see what's happening. We have secrets. Okay. So it looks like secrets are being revealed. Things that were once hidden, whether other people were hiding it or they were hiding some secrets, everything is coming out right now. What's happening in their life? We have a family dinner. So it looks like there was some sort of family get together. I think this came out in pile too. There was some sort of family get together, and it looks like some interesting conversations were had. Somebody got called out. We have an insurance policy. Okay, maybe somebody may have died, and at the repast, there was some sort of drama. We have child abuse. All right, so a lot of allegations flung about, and then you are a unicorn. Your person recognizing how unique they are and appreciating themselves a little bit more. Let's see what's the story that's going on here. Spirit, what happened at this family dinner? What happened at this family dinner? We have the lovers. Okay, somebody accused somebody of cheating. Okay, somebody got called out here. Somebody got accused of not loving somebody else. You don't love me, and I know you're seeing somebody else. That's exactly what happened. So somebody got called out, and it might have even been your person. Now everybody's judging them. Judgment in reverse. Everybody's judging them for what's happening. And it looks like your person, they may have lost face, or they may have lost the esteem of their family members. Now, how does the insurance policy tie into that? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And that talks about an energy of paranoia. And we have a Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is a breakup or a divorce. There's part of your person that always knew that either karmic job or karmic relationship would not work out. And they have always had a plan B in place. They have always had some sort of insurance policy, some sort of backup plan, just in case that happened. And it looks like their worst fears were realized. So now your person is kicking in plan B, because it looks like they're going through a breakup or a divorce here. Now, there's something about a childhood experience, there's child abuse that is coming through. We have Ace of Pentacles, and that's a new beginning. And we have Nine of Wands in reverse, feeling powerless. And then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. All right, so what I'm getting with this, for some of you guys, your person has kids and they're going through a divorce, and their partner is accusing them of child abuse. Okay? That's what I get. I'm also getting that your person may have been a survivor of childhood neglect or abuse, and now they're making the connects between that experience and their overly ambitious, they're overachieving, especially when it comes to their financial resources. They're making that link. Because they didn't feel safe as a child, as an adult, they're trying to find some form of safety, and they think that they'll be able to find that outside of themselves through their achievement, through money, whatever it is. So they're making those links. What's this you are a unicorn thing? We have the 7 of Wands. Your person's just recognizing their value. And they're also recognizing that they have to stand strong, okay? They have to stand strong against the launch attacks from family members, from karmic friends, okay? Maybe from a karmic partner. They're realizing that we have the 7 of Wands. Their boundaries are very important. And they matter. They matter. They're not just there to fulfill the needs of other people, right? They have their own desires, their own needs that also needs to get met as well. So your person finally recognizing their self-worth. Now, based on what we are seeing here, what is the most important message that your person wants you to take away from this reading? That they love you. That's the most important message that they want you to know. Knight of Cups. They love you and they want to shout it from the rooftops. They want to let everybody know, and they want to let you know. For some of them, they want to propose, right? They think that you are their destiny, right? You are going to be the person that they finally end up with. We have Queen of Wands reversed, which is a karmic energy. And that's somebody that's controlling, exploitative. And we have the Hangman in reverse. So they want you to know that they love you, right? They see you as their destiny and they're moving towards you. But it looks like there's some action that they need to take with regard to a karmic energy or karmic partner in their life. What's this action that they need to take? We have the Moon. Follow their intuition. Okay? So that's what they're saying. And what is their intuition telling them? Their intuition is telling them that right now they're trapped and they need to free themselves. So if you're able, join me in the extended, and we'll use the same format for the karmic connection. If you're not able to join me, let me get some advice for you. What is Spirit's advice for you in this situation at this time? That's Spirit's advice. All right, underneath the deck, we have allowance. And it says the frequency of allowance invites us to be more open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Now, so what that tells me is that right now, you are putting up some sort of blockage, and it might be a mental blockage at what needs to come into you. And maybe it's because you're trying too hard. Maybe you're trying to manifest something and you're going about it the right way. Right now, Spirit is saying you have to master, especially your mind, because your heart knows what it needs to do. You have to master your mind, because it looks like you're trying to manifest something, but at the same time, you're also sabotaging it with your thoughts. Let's see what Spirit's advice for you right now. It's saying cosmic flower. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. So Spirit is reminding you, listen, you are a spiritual being. And spiritual being can do spiritual things like manifest, right? You are a spirit having a human experience. Whatever spirit can do, so can you. So Spirit is reminding you of your connection to the all and your connection to the collective. It says, like the flower that draws the hummingbird to drink in the nectar, the energy of cosmic flower invites us to keep returning to our cosmic core, to drink from the nectar of our origin. Like the tiny bird, yet greatly skillful, we need to recognize that in order to be our highest expression here on earth, we need to check in with our home base or source often. It is a place where we connect to our spiritual core. The cosmic flower activation is overflowing with all aspects of the fullest expression of who we really are. An abundance of vibrant color, form, fragrance, sound, and energy that stimulates our senses to a maximum, making us feel alive in every cell of our body. It is an invitation to enjoy the sweetness of life, to lift up negativity, and to express love as abundantly as we dare. Let me see if there's an activation here. Yes, there is. It says, close your eyes, and you can do this as I'm reading it. Close your eyes, go inside yourself, and imagine a beautiful sunset. Let the reds, oranges, pinks, and golds fill your heart. Now think about what brings you joy. What makes you happy? How do you express these feelings? How do you shine your light on others? How can you create more joy in your daily life? Do you sing in the car or in the shower? Try it. So Spirit is saying, focus on what brings you joy. You know what brings me joy? My family brings me joy. Spending time with family brings me joy. So what can I do to create more joy in my life? Spend more time with my family. And that might mean making little changes to my schedule. Okay. That might mean being present when I visit and not working, which is an adjustment I've already made. But Spirit is saying the more joy that we accept into our life is the more joy that we're going to experience. Okay? And the more abundance we manifest. Alright, my love, so that was your reading. If you're able, join me in extended. Otherwise, could you put a like down below? Could you put an emoji, a full stop, whatever it is? It all helps. Okay, take care.